Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Weekend Wilders. If you're new to the channel, the premise is we have a crazy, wild family with all of our kids. We like to travel. We like to do things both around the Dallas Metroplex, around Texas, surrounding states. We like to take family vacations across the country, and even sometimes we leave the country. So subscribe, because we're going to give you an overview of what all those things look like, why you should go, and kind of a behind-the-scenes look of what we're doing while we're being out and wild. So, and I feel like we should explain too what's behind us.
Yeah.
This is not normally our home decor.
No.
Since we just got back from Disney, our daughter, our oldest daughter, celebrated her 13th birthday while we were there.
13. Yeah.
Crazy, we have a teenager now. And when we got home, she wanted to have a Haunted Mansion themed birthday party. So this is just a small portion of what the decorating looks like. I'm not going to get into the rest of that. Just want to explain what it is that's behind us. What we are going to get into today, though, is what our trip to Disney World just consisted of. We just got back during the middle of COVID. It was a little different than what your normal Disney experience would be. So I'm sure that's what you're wondering, is what is Disney like right now? So we're going to outline a little bit of those details. So you want to get it started?
Sure. So I think probably the number one question is, how safe is it? Like, how safe did we feel while we were there? And like what different safety precautions they've taken. And I think Disney has done an amazing job.
Yeah,
like,
they really have.
They have definitely probably gone above and beyond just to make everybody feel safe. I mean, there's hand sanitizer everywhere. They have plexiglass like put up in the lines. If you're going to be like passing by people, they have the 6 feet markers. And all of the lines. So, and they actually have hired people just to like hold signs and remind people about social distancing and to wear their mask.
Yeah.
And they are very quick. If somebody drops their mask down, they're very quick to remind them that it needs to cover the nose and the mouth.
Yep. Yeah, our kids a couple of times had their mask that had dropped below their nose, and they were very quickly told to bring their mask back up. So those people that were on it. Also, if you're not familiar with the park entrance, there's normally a place where you enter the park in terms of safety to go through metal detectors, check your bags before you then go and scan your wristband or your card, your ticket to get in the park. One step now before that is you actually go through kind of a health screening tent, if you will. It's mainly just your temperature check. So there's individuals there that scan your forehead really quick, check for temperature. I believe the threshold is 100.5 or higher.
Yeah.
You were asked to basically turn around to take you and your party back to where you came from.
I think they will actually take you to a different screening area just to check you out better and see what could be causing it. And then I'm not sure what happens.
And then kick you out.
Yes. But thankfully we were all good every day, so we didn't have to find that out.
Yeah. And you know, while you're in the park, you can remove your mask if you are stopping to eat. And notice I said stopping, because you cannot walk and eat. You can't drink and walk. You have to basically pull over to the side, eat your pretzel or popcorn or ice cream or Dole Whip or whatever it may be off to the side. You can remove your mask as long as you're stationary. Eat, drink, finish up, put your mask back on, and keep on your merry way. So, you know, as you're navigating the park, that does slow you down just a little bit, because we're used to kind of grabbing some snacks on the run in between rides. But not a big deal. We were able to still get to everything we wanted to get to.
And we still got all the snacks we wanted, so.
Yeah, and even while you're shopping, they would count. Yeah, we definitely had our fair share of snacks. But even while you're shopping, they would count the number of people that enter the store. They would make sure that there's, you know, a safe number within the store. I would say overall, as a family, we're not, you know, crazy cautious with COVID, but we are, I think, probably the right amount of cautious. We play it safe. We do the right things. You know, we're aware of what's happening, and we never felt concerned at all for safety or health while we were at Disney. In fact, it was probably even maybe safer. There was hand sanitizer everywhere.
Yes.
You were never within, 10, 15 yards of finding hand sanitizer. Even coming off of rides, there was hand sanitizer before you got on the ride. There was 2 or 3 hand sanitizers when you got off the ride. Before you got to the gift shop, once you got to the gift shop, there was more hand sanitizer when you were leaving. It was great. So we didn't have any problems there. And even on the Disney Magical Express, there was social distancing involved there. So they would separate your seats. If you take the Magical Express, they would separate you seats from the next party. So whether it be front to back or left to right, you weren't next to someone. So very safe. Disney killed it. They did a great job.
They did a great job. And you are required to wear your mask everywhere, not just inside the park, but if you're staying on property at a resort, you're required to wear your mask around the resort everywhere except your room or inside a pool. So they definitely are doing what they can to try to, make everybody safe and feel comfortable being there.
Yeah. So one thing that is different, and depending on how you look at it, maybe for the positive or negative, but we mentioned the treats. I think the dining plans were definitely different.
Our family has always taken advantage of the dining plans. It's just nice to already know that that's built into your vacation.
You get 2 treats, and you get 2 treats, and you get 2 treats.
Exactly, and you're gonna get a sit-down meal, which for us was always with a character, some sort of characters, and then your snacks, of course. Like we all have our very favorite Disney snacks,
Yep.
and we always talk about and look forward to what those are once we get to the park. So I think
We may or may not have pins of our favorite Disney snacks.
You have a pin of your favorite Disney snack?
I have a Dole Whip pin.
Oh.
Because it's your favorite.
It is my favorite Disney snack.
I'm so kind and thoughtful.
So sweet.
So nice.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But that is something now that they're not able to offer is the dining plan. Hopefully it will eventually come back. But for right now, that's not something that you can get. So if you're used to just being able to swipe your Magic Band and not think about it, you can still swipe your Magic Band that's connected to your credit card. So you do still see like the total, which is never super fun. But
yeah. It probably comes out to be the same either way. I'm not really sure.
It probably does, but it just
mentally.
It feels like it's all free when you're there,
That's
and you've
right.
like done it on the dining plan.
Yeah. The other thing too that's different is when you go to eat, Disney's tried to remove the lines of waiting to order. So they now have made it possible to order your food on the mobile app. So
Yep.
the Disney Experience app, you can basically just order your food all right there, mobile. It's there before you get there. They will then call you or page you when it's
Right.
time for you to go get your food. You walk up to the counter, you grab it, you sit down and eat 6 feet apart from.
Yeah, it's
from
actually
someone
really
else.
nice doing it that way.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. In fact, sometimes we would plan ahead and order it knowing that we still had a 10 or 15 minute walk to get to that part of the park, and it worked out pretty well. So
Technically, you're supposed to click the I'm here button when you're actually standing there and they make your food. But if you know you're going to be there within like 10 minutes,
just walk fast.
Go ahead and push it on through.
Yeah, a little cheat code for you. So that was a little bit different. Also, the big parade. So Disney, especially the fireworks. Everyone knows Disney for their fireworks shows, and sometimes even the shows during the middle of the day, the parades. Of course, with social distancing, Disney's trying to discourage people meeting and coming together in masses. So unfortunately, the fireworks show is not happening right now, nor are the big parades.
Right.
What is kind of happening though are kind of like little pop-up mini parades.
Yeah, I think they call them cavalcades, and it's basically a handful of characters. Sometimes it's just like 1 or 2. Sometimes I think the most we ever saw was like 6-ish.
Yeah.
And they'll just randomly go through, and you'll hear this music, and you know that somebody's coming. You don't know who, and then you just get to see it. So it's pretty cool, but it's not at set times because they really don't want people to kind of like all be in one area close together. But I thought it was really cool. I mean, honestly, personally, my kids, we've done it for the kids, but I haven't ever been one that wants to like waste time. I don't know, it kind of depends on what you're there for, but I haven't liked to like sit and wait 45 minutes for fireworks or 30 minutes for a parade just because I wanted a good seat. So I kind of like this better, just to be able to randomly see it. I don't know, it feels pretty cool and pretty magical. But if you love big parades and you are going for the fireworks, just know that that is not happening right now.
Yeah, I would say if it's like your very first time ever to go to Disney, those are going to be some of the experiences you're not going to get. What you are going to get, though, is probably to ride more rides than you normally would. Even with Fast Passes, you're still going to probably get in more lines quicker and get out quicker and experience more rides. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for and what you're wanting. And whether you're going with kids, without kids, etc. For us, we've seen most of the shows plenty of times, meaning the fireworks show. So we actually probably normally take that time to go ride more rides.
Yeah, we normally hop on rides.
So it wasn't a loss to us. What we did somewhat miss though is because of the non-congregating is just all the other shows that happen. So for example, the Lion King show, the Beauty and the Beast, there are several others that we didn't get to experience because they're not happening right now. So just know that's not going on. I wouldn't say overall it was a big, like, I don't like.
Yeah, I feel like the main one that we missed was The Lion King.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
That's really, and I mean, all of them are good, but that's the one that we don't get tired of watching.
Yeah.
But I mean, we still had a good time at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
So.
it was a lot of fun. So we had a good time. What else? Anything else we want to update them on? In terms of wait times, we figured the best way to do wait times and talk about the lines for the rides is to give you individual videos of each park, so we can go
Right.
in depth of each individual ride, and we literally use stopwatches to time. So if it said this ride's gonna take 45 minutes,
Right.
when I say we, Megan Marie timed every one of them to give you updates on exactly what to expect, because that's a big kind of unknown right now is what
Yeah.
the wait times look like. If the park's at 25% capacity, what does that mean for wait times? So we're gonna break
Right.
that down into individual videos for each park. So stay tuned for those.
Yeah, and I will say, the lines always look a lot worse than they actually are
Yeah,
because of the
true.
whole,
'Cause you're
I
spaced
think
out.
6 feet
You're all 6
apart.
feet
Yeah,
apart.
so the lines get pretty scary looking, but don't let them scare you if you're there. The only, I guess, ride thing that I think you should know about right now is that if you're going to Hollywood Studios and you want to ride the new Rise of Resistance, they have, as of halfway through our trip, changed it to where before you had to be in the park to try to get a reservation for that. That is the only ride that you need a reservation for. And it's not a fast pass, it's just a reservation saying that you can get in line, the normal line, to ride the ride. But it's super amazing, super awesome. We were not able to get it our first day at Hollywood Studios,
Yeah.
but then they changed it, and now the day that you have your reservation for Hollywood Studios, as early as 7 a.m., at 7 a.m., you need to be on at 7 a.m., you can actually
On the
log
app.
in on the app, and you can go ahead and get your reservation for that. You don't have to be in the park, you can just be in your hotel or wherever you are. But that's amazing because before Hollywood Studios would get slammed in the morning, people trying to get their reservation for that because it's a very popular ride, and
And
a
it was
lot
awesome.
of people aren't being able to ride it because of the whole reservation system.
Yeah, but it was worth it. It was an awesome ride. It
So
really was
definitely
really cool.
do your best to get that one.
Yeah, it was really cool. That's it, guys. That's kind of a wrap on our experience, just in a nutshell. Drop some comments below, though. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. And if you're looking for, shameless plug here, but if you're looking for a travel agent, Megan Marie can hook you up with all the details, can book your trip. I'm telling you, she's got it down. I literally pack my bags like the night before, and then I kind of just show up and say, okay, what are we doing? Where are we going? where are we going to be this day? Where are we going to be that day? Where's our reservations for meals, etc. She's got it down, and can help you have a phenomenal trip. So
All right.
let her know. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Please subscribe if you have not, and stay tuned for the next videos where we detail all the wait times for each individual park. And until next time, Weekend Wilders, we out.